Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
I want to welcome my partner and co-host for today. Amazing, everybody knows him. Zhou Zheng, ladies and gentlemen.
You're the boss, right?
You're the boss.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. All the old friends. Before I came here at the stage, I see today I hosted a lot of the more than 100 in China, Los Angeles, in Europe, a lot of the events. And for the first time, our media people more than guess why. Number one, because it's very unique. The panel discussion about art and design. So today we have a lot of the celebrated, but they are artists and architecture design. I will one by one introduce. First, I will introduce my partner of the co-host. She's Marina Kofa. She can speak 5 languages, but not Chinese. Germany, of course, English.
I'm working on it, Joey.
Yeah, okay, and that's why she was the international co-host. Even last week, everybody see the HTTV, 31.2 of the 2 of the, on the our TV, where interview a lot of celebrities from Hollywood, and she is really covered Hollywood host for 6 years. Also, she is we got your media producer, so he produced a lot of movies like our respected Harrison Angle, and also she is news world, very international, covered all the Europe and the United States, or producer and host. Very happy. We are very happy today.
I'm very excited.
The host and co-host for everybody. So next one we'll introduce today. Before we introduce our celebrated people to our everybody, the media people, I want to see Hongbo should be here. Hongbo is my good friend and best friend, but right now Hongbo artist the recent picture. He is in Beijing. Right now he's in Beijing. Just do this one. Hold on. He just do cloud and night. Troubadour, the landscaping card from paintings by Hongbo. Right now he's in Beijing, just being the big exhibition, international exhibition in Beijing. So Hongbo is like him here, but his friends, California designer, his brother will came here. Why we introduce it to everybody. I'm his friend. People always call friends brother and sisters. So I'm brother to be here, okay?
What a big family, right?
Big family. So first, I wanted Marina will introduce our guests one by one.
I would love to introduce our dear friend, director, who produced over 80 movies, Mr. Harrison Angle.
Please. Should I join? Harrison Angle is also a judge and the American International Document International Association founder and chairman. Okay. The second one is from the Chief College, professor and artist, contemporary artist, Mr. Chris Truman. Please. That one we're one by one to see how that one we have first introduced. That one is also professor from California State University of Los Angeles, the art department, Mr. Jim. That's her last name. I have to read it. Jim of Overman. Okay. Okay, so everybody know our friend. He's also the international creator, also is the art writer, and also she is also a painter. And everybody Chinese circle know her, also a very international creator. Jin Liu, welcome.
I don't know.
Sandra, Dr. Lee from HT.
Dr. Lee. Also, we would love to welcome owner Dr. Lee of HTTV. It's here today.
He's not my partner, but he's still my brother, okay? And also next one is international world-class architecture design. Everybody know the Hollywood Egyptian theater, right?
Yes.
If you go there, one of designer Sandra Costa. A little bit I want to get to show. I always joke at that. We always she tell the people Joey is her brother. No, I always tell the people, yes, we are family, we are brother and sister. We have same father, different mom, because our father is playboy, so we have a lot of okay, next one you have to introduce.
We have a beautiful
Sandra
yes.
Dong is our very respected our friend. She's also okay. And also, you know why? Next year in the February 28th. Here, February 24th.
This is right here, the cloud.
This is here in California, we have the two events, big event next year. I think everybody will be invited. Everybody here will be invited also. Or there have the one is cloud and night troubadour landscaping in California painting by Hongbo in the February 10th in the Los Angeles station. That's February 10th to February 28th. Another big event, come here, will be 4:30 or February 28, 2018. That also big sponsor is a Hongbo artist, Hongbo's brother, Aben. People call him Aben. Okay, welcome Aben. Also today, all the food, wine, beverage, everything is by the Aben's big restaurant we call Pennsylvania. What do you call that? Peninsula 半岛酒家，中文准确了啊。Peninsula Restaurant, that's the Aben provided. Okay, this one is a partner, the California Design Center partner, Tiffany Wang, our beautiful designer. So we also call this one Tiffany. How you call this center? Another one?
California Design Center.
Another name, Tiffany.
Tiffany's Fine Furnishing.
Oh wow, we know this is the home design and furniture. Okay. Okay, thank you for coming, John. Oh, that's a partner of the California Design. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi.
Yeah, yourself. What's your name again?
My name is Tony from Tiffany
Coffee. There is a Hongbo's the friend and or the assistant, Mr. Sam. Yeah, please. Also, we have in the 39. There is a lot of designer. Home designer and the architecture designer. Also, I have to introduce another one from the China.
Very
but right now
beautiful.
he acting that he got the 3-time Miss Chinese. But today he's also here, Miss Chinese in China, or the championer. Okay, welcome.
Let's begin.
Let's
oh,
begin.
yeah.
Who we invite first?
Let
I
me
think we'll
think.
probably invite
Hands up.
our everybody knew him. He made the 8 film movies. Mr. Harrison Angle, please. Okay, first I have to introduce Harrison 的，他除了是电影导演以外，他有2个特别优秀的儿子。第一个呢是这个律师，他的小儿子是 Crystal。佳士得的副总裁，做了5年 Crystal 的副总裁，而是专门做中国艺术。Fine arts, do 5 years in New York, the fine arts, Crystal, vice president, that's his son. So please, I think your family have a lot of animals here to about the art, please.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's a joy for me to be here today. It's great to meet you all and to be here in the presence of some of this lovely work by Hongbo. I'm a documentary filmmaker, mostly known for that, but I make dramatic films also, and I have made films about a number of artists over the years. Gerald McDermott is a colleague of mine who has written many children's books and has been an expert in watercolor and other kinds of illustrative arts, very famous. And just being in the presence of some of these works here is awesome. I don't know Hongbo's work that well, but from what I have seen, I'm just so touched by his grasp of nature and of mountains and flowers and trees and calligraphy, his beautiful calligraphy. It's going to be a wonderful experience to come back in February and see that. And I
How
think
you feel the design or art when you? I know you went to the China, right? How
Right.
totally different with the China building design, the home
Yes.
home design with the American. How
Well,
different?
Well, how is it different from the American?
Yeah, American way
Well,
and the.
totally different. But I've been to Beijing and Shanghai briefly, and then I spent some time in Chengdu. And when I was in Chengdu, we went out into the mountains and hills outside the city, and saw scenes, not unlike this. Only here they're evoked so poetically and beautifully, and it takes the realism to a different level. And I think that's what art really does, tries to. Really, we're here to talk about Hongbo and his beautiful work, and it's really so delicate, such fine workmanship in it. I can't wait to know more about it and to learn more about it.
Thank you. Really humble. The more they successful, the more humble I can feel from the Mr. Henry's angle. He made the 8 movies. He got the President Reagan's medal, gold medal. Also, he got the AFI, the life achievements. Also, next one I will introduce Marina. I will introduce the professor from Chief College. 2 weeks ago, I just interviewed him and his colleague, like his friends, like the Richard Waring and the Jan New. Tonight, 8:30, will be HTTV 31.2 will be
You can
published.
follow the
Yeah,
interview.
where you can watch it. So we're invited our professor, Chris Truman. Please come here.
Thank you. I'm Chris Truman. I'm an artist and an art instructor at Chafee College. I teach drawing and painting and color theory as well. In terms of the integration of design and art, they go hand in hand. There isn't a dividing line between design and fine art. Many of my paintings are put in spaces that are modernist, open spaces that also contain furnishings and other elements that go hand in hand with the artwork.
If I can ask you, what were you inspired by?
Well, it varies painting to painting, but I'm inspired a lot by gestural movement, abstract expressionism historically, but also how we make marks on on various surfaces in paintings, and how that relates to writing and calligraphy, and kind of a universal mark making.
First and foremost, I'd like to welcome all of you. It's my honor to have all the special guests here in our showroom. We are a design center, and we do A to Z. We do interior design. We have our own crews that do the construction signs. We're in the business for over 15 years. And I personally very honored. I know Hongbo for 20 years.
Wow.
For 20
Okay.
years. Yeah,
Sister
that's
and
way
brother.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. And he comes from a long way. He started out with very traditional Chinese watercolor schemes, black and white, and very simplicity. And when he came here,
Okay, I have a question. Why your Conference Center? I saw there are a lot of the Hongbo paintings. Not this one. I thought there you will show your clients because the Conference Center I know is one of the biggest, the best of the home design or furniture. Why you put only one their painting in here? I want to ask you.
that's why I was start telling you about his color scheme that he has grown so. From simplicity to colorful, beautiful color that I can mix with Western furniture to Chinese painting.
Oh,
It
these
blends well
match of that.
beautifully.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and I have a fortunate honored to work with some of his pieces in some of my clients' houses.
So that's why first time and last time is my second time. Like I more the time that first time I came here when I said, oh, this is big, the home design. Marina come here. I said, wow. Oh, I saw the home boss, the painting is here. That's why I'm a little bit surprised. Also, these days or last week, I went to the social media. Their people they put their home boss painting in their home. I just met him twice. Last week Sunday, he very busy because a lot of young photographer, female girls just interview him. Right now, he's came here. His name is Jim Volman. I'm sorry. And he working with the professor of the painters of the art and the professor from California State University of Los Angeles. Please welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is fun. First of all, I'm not famous. Feels like it. Feeling, can you just keep following me around? I feel so important, and thank you so much. Thank you, Jane, for inviting me. This is so cool. And I'm learning about Hangzhou. And the first impression, looking at this, is there is a link to my work. My background is in painting. Before I moved on to mixed media animation. Actually, I just got back from Miami. If you all know about the big international show in Miami Basel, that was last week, the first week of December actually, and I created an installation for Satellite Fair under the Gallery AWOL, which were run with my partner Nicole Wong. And I did this big paper installation, painted paper installation. You can look it up under my name, Ovelman. Just think of Ovelmen. And there's another guy named Jim Ovelman, but that's not me. You could tell. You'll see some pictures. It's getting around on Instagram. And I created this cathedral out of paper, and you could wear the art, and it's painted robes, and it has this kind of enveloping paper experience as if you entered the painting. And when I look at some of his work, I could see this. You do begin to fantasize you're in this world. And I think you used the word realism and how art, boy, I'm going to sound really cliche here, how art sometimes juggles the idea of what is real. But the idea is you can enter this and it becomes real to you. And then you're really surrounded by brush marks and pure color. And you can see that on a lot of the artworks. And I can see how it kind of links to any type of decor.
So in the United States, of course, you travel a lot of places. Of course, you teach
I
them.
traveled more in Asia than I had in the United States in the last
Okay, I want to ask you about the United States.
Yeah.
So how you think that the difference between East Coast and West Coast, the design, even home design, is it a little different?
I thought you were going to say food, much better food.
And the design of the people
yeah,
when you go home?
I'm certainly no scholar on that subject. Now, from a tourist point of view, what I've noticed is more similarities than ever before because of globalism, to where you have corporations and global kind of international styles that do seem to reflect and become an echo chamber in design. But I think what's kind of distinctive is when the landscape is different. And that's why it's interesting with China's landscape, because there's no really forging. This has been around for millions and millions of years, and it's artists making comment on it. And I've spent some time in Taipei, in Taiwan, and it has a variety of landscapes where you have mountains, flat part, very moist. It's like a big bathtub. So you see a lot of more waterproof art, a lot of tile and textile on interiors and exteriors because of the mold. And so when the environment forces one to compromise and come, nature leads design. That's where you're going to see the differences. And so with East and West, it's no different than East and Western LA in that respect. If the landscape is different, the design and art is different. That's more the way I see it than particularly culture.
Okay, next one I have to introduce he always tell people I'm her brother. That's Sandra Castro.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me here to this wonderful showroom. This is the California Design Center. It's been my pleasure to meet everybody here, especially Tiffany, and we immediately connected on the same levels of design and art and had a very nice understanding from the east to the west. It was really lovely. So I'm an architectural designer and a custom furniture maker, and my work is in China, I've done a lot of work in China. I've spent a lot of time in China. And interestingly enough, I build furniture here and ship it to China. My furniture is very well made. When I look at such a painting like this, I see structure. And in my own work, as an architectural designer and designing buildings as I do, everything starts from structure. So when I see this particular painting, I see the structure, and I was imagining this as a home or a building or the skyline. Because as an architectural designer and interior designer, we have to be very sensitive about the environment. So I incorporate everything I'm doing with sustainable materials because I care about the next 100 years and what is left for us to enjoy. When I came to Tiffany's showroom today, I walked in and I went, fabulous.
Wow.
And I love fabulousness. I love clothes and style and art and buildings and China and Paris and London. I've worked everywhere. And I love every minute of the cross, which is one of art and design. It is the same. And many, 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 many moons ago, when in the 14th century, and by the way, I did do a 14th century castle in the south of France.
Wow.
And I made everything here and shipped it to the castle. Very interesting. But now I know Tiffany, I would have come and got some furniture here and I would have put that on the container. So it's not over, it's just beginning. It's just beginning. But certainly in the 13th, 14th, 15th century, the way that relationships were made and debts were paid and items purchased was because one country exchanged with another country. So it's not new, the East and the West. We have been exchanging fine art and rugs and furniture and everything, bullion, everything it takes that we think is new today. It is not. It is from our forefathers. And that's why eclectic homes have a lot of interest, whether it be a contemporary home or a very traditional home, to be able to bring in different artists, such as this or anything else Tiffany is showing in her show, and mix it. That's the talent of a very good designer. So that's what I have to say today. I'm so proud to be part of your panel and meet everybody here, and of course Joey, my brother. From a different side. And I look forward to visiting the showroom and of course being here at this wonderful show where we all will be, and building a relationship with Tiffany at this lovely centre. And thank you for inviting me. You opened up my mind here to something new.
Thank you. Dr. Lee Ji. Yeah, come here.
HTTV.
HTTV, the owner, he is also, people know him do the TV, HTTV, the owner, but people don't know him. He's an architecture. He got a PhD from Canada, the architecture. Also, he owns big architecture company. He do a lot of the real estate or something. People know him, the real estate. People don't know he's a TV station owner. So you introduce yourself. Okay. Go ahead.
He's too much actually. Really structured in architecture. Yeah, I do my PhD in Canada, Montreal. So yeah, I'm teaching as a professor in China. So I know the Western culture and the Eastern culture. Basically, what can I say? So the Western culture combined with the Eastern culture, there's a huge space for us to create a lot of products, not only for furniture, for painting, but also for architecture, building as well. Yeah, so many opportunities, so many chances right now. China right now is developing the culture town, small town, combined with the local economic, local culture, and also the Western culture. So there's so much space for us to explore lots of business opportunities over there. And basically, I see the design center here. First time I've been here.
First time,
I'm surprised,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, we have a lot of we have a design company, as he mentioned. We have a construction company. We have a real estate development company. So many, houses are under construction right now. Yeah, I'll ask my purchase manager take a look at here to see what can we do in the future. Okay. Anyway, very glad to be here, and thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate just invite all of us to join this great meeting. Thank you again.
Okay, next one, Marina. I probably you the first time to meet her.
Is your sister this time? Yes.
Yeah, she is very international, a creator. She's a painter. She graduated of the Claremont University, got an MFA. Also, she's a writer. She's a writer. We belong to some American Writer Association, but she's a writer for the art. For magazine to magazine. So last week also she introduced two professors to me, like the Chris Truman and Richard McWarren. She's Jean Liu. Please welcome.
Welcome.
Hi everybody, I'm so honored to be here and meet all the brothers and sisters here. First time family reunion. Okay, my name is Jean Liu. I'm a contemporary artist. However, my 2 BA degrees actually was major in design, and my MFA degree is contemporary art, which is painting. I also work at the East-West Art Association. We do cultural exchange. I introduce American artists to China, to Taiwan, and also bring artists from China to America. Next year, January 15, I'm going to bring Chris Truman's work to Taipei Fang International Art Fair. I'm so happy we could make it to there. However, Chris may not be be there, but his work will be there. And Jim Overman's got a wonderful work too. We're gonna do that in 2019, our fair. Yeah. So talk about the East-West, the art. I think that's what I'm very familiar with. We talk about the Humboldt art. I think it's great challenge.
I like your guys talking. Very good, and they're very close to our lecture, I think. Sometimes truth. So like last time, I think that you or the Richard talked, the truth is something is more make everything beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how about it?
This is my first time here, and this is a beautiful space and lots of great artwork and furnishings and design. And I really enjoyed the talks. I learned quite a bit about Hong Bo and also about the other artists here.
Yeah, first time I came to here, I saw the Hong Bo painting in the home design center. Like the thing, I surprised how they can promotion here. And I feel that owner and like the Tiffany told me that because their color matched their design. Oh, that means the color. A little bit contemporary art, right? A little bit contemporary
art is very casual.
Mm-hmm.
So if the color just grabs your eyes, I think that's the people who understand. And I will match all this environment, especially the furniture, interior design. I think that's a wonderful match.
Mm-hmm. How about Jim? And could you first say hello to our HTTV?
HTTV, hello. I'm Jim Overman, Overman. I know, it's hard to pronounce. I wish I could change my name. I like the accidents that are happening here, artistic accidents. And when you don't plan for something, when you're just, okay, you talk. And you start talking, and we draw on our creative backgrounds and, being artists and a little experience at classrooms, we tend to improvise. And I think there's nice things that are just coming together here with the paintings of Hong Bo. You see the colors here. Sometimes it's an accident. You don't plan for things to come together and be patterned together. But things, I just like these chairs. And look, it's matching his jacket beautifully. No one planned that.
From my understanding, Professor, that means that contemporary art. Something means contemporary art is an accident. Can we say that?
Alan Capro would say that. A lot of conceptual artists might say that. It's inevitable. Of course.
Okay.
Anytime we talk about art and language, but I love it because I did not know what to expect, and this is very vital. And I'm very happy to be here and even notice these accidents, which are good accidents, not bad.
Good accidents.
Let me just say they're good and they're
good.
These
I
are
heard about that. Good accidents.
These are good.
How do you feel of the James accident? It's a very new idioms. James tell me I learned something. Sometimes I feel accident means that something happened to you later in advance to plan or prepare something, but it's art. My feeling it's a contemporary art, like last time we discussed.
Hello, my name is Jane Liu. I'm a contemporary artist, also art writer and international curator. I'm going to bring the Chris Truman's work to Taipei to join Fun International Art Fair 2018, January 19 to 22.
谢谢 Zhou Zheng Show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Chris.
This is Chris Truman. Thank you for watching Zhou Zheng Show.
My name is Jane Liu. Thank you for watching Zhou Zheng Show.
Okay, Marina, your turn.
This is Marina Kufa, and you are watching Zhou Zheng Show.
Yes, everybody, this is the Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life, FHTTV and 31.2. Thank you for watching our Zhou Zheng Show. Thank you. Cheers.
You're watching Zhou Zheng Show.
Hi, my name is Damian Lawson, and you're watching News of the World, HTTV.
Hi, I'm Coco Vandeweghe, and you watch News of the World and the Zhou Zheng Show.
This is Elizabeth Shue. You're watching Zhou Zheng Show.